Rain or shine. And that's a look at what's happening around the Bay Area. I'm Natasha Williams on your home for 24/7 News, San Francisco's BIN 910.
Telling our stories is more important than ever, and the NADJ is committed to training and supporting Black journalists, media professionals, journalism students, and educators. Learn more at nadj.org.
Where Black news comes first.
Listen and stay informed. The Bay Area's BIN 910.
A special thank you to McDonald's,
a proud founding partner who shares and supports the mission of the Black Information Network.
The 23rd of August is recognized in many countries as the International Day for the Remembrance of the Transatlantic Slave Trade and its eventual abolition. The Day of Remembrance was selected by the UNESCO agency to acknowledge a historic slave uprising in the French colony of Santo Domingo, now known as Haiti. On the eve of August 22nd, 1791, African-American men and women revolted against slave owners. This uprising triggered the Haitian Revolution and eventually led to the island's independence from French colonizers in 1804. Over 200,000 Haitians perished during the multi-year conflict, along with thousands of French troops and colonists. The first Day of Remembrance occurred in Haiti in 1998. Today, countries around the world recognize this date and its contribution towards abolishing the slave trade. And that's a fact. I'm Wesson Tishome for the Black Information Network.
Change is happening.
It's something that we need to celebrate and to stop and also appreciate that our national office is represented.
And the Black Information Network has the stories that matter.
The city of Charlotte, North Carolina will now take part in Operation Hope, a national program to support Black-owned businesses.
News you can trust.
Trump still went after Manhattan's African-American DA, Alvin Bragg,
24/7.
The Bay Area's BIN 910 and on the iHeartRadio app.
Here we go again. Get the allergy relief you need all season long at CVS Pharmacy. CVS carries its own line of allergy relief products, as well as popular brands like Allegra, Claritin, Zyrtec, and Benadryl. Refill your prescription allergy medications at the CVS Pharmacy, or for personalized treatment plans, schedule an appointment at your local Minute Clinic at CVS to meet with our 4 certified providers. Learn more at CVS.com. CVS is a proud founding partner of the Black Information Network.
A special thank you to Verizon,
a proud founding partner who shares and supports the mission of the Black Information Network.
This is a BIN Finance Report. We Buy Black, the largest marketplace for Black-owned businesses, is determined to make the first Black-owned supermarket a reality. They've already reached their first financial goal of $425,000 on their way to the $1.2 million they'll need to complete the project. The Atlanta-based store will primarily sell products from Black farmers and other soul food manufacturers. Success here means potential expansion everywhere. This is Dawn Day on the Black Information Network.
Hello, I'm Vanessa Tyler, and this is Geico's Generational Storytime on the Black Information Network. How has the nature of our work and careers changed over the past few decades? I'm here with the Ross Barry family to discuss just that. With me is 73-year-old Grandma Marilyn, her 47-year-old daughter Celeste, and her granddaughter Alexis, who is 20. Marilyn, when you were young, you chose a career and stuck with it, right?
That's exactly what happened. And I come from that 30-year, you work and you get your gold watch. And it was good to know that you were going to work, you were going to have a pension, you were going to have a little investment, buy your home, your car, educate your children, one place.
And how about you, Celeste? Was it a nudge from your mom that made you choose a career in education?
Well, truthfully, I never wanted to be in education. And then life happened. I got pregnant with Alexis. I would work long hours as a financial analyst. And Mommy said, that baby's coming, you better teach. That baby's coming, you need your summers. So when I walked into the classroom, it was like second nature. I never second-guessed myself. I felt like, this is what I should have been doing the entire time.
Alexis, You're currently studying at Howard University. Do you think careers will be different when you enter the workforce?
Yeah, I do not think it's the 9 to 5 now. With the pandemic, it shapes our lives differently, and I feel like a lot of times people are able to be creative and not be a consumer in a sense, and just kind of find what works for them, because I feel like it's a digital age now.
Join us every month for Geico's Generational Storytime, only on the Black Information Network.
I'm Mike Moore. Here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Former President Obama is speaking out against the expulsion of 2 Democratic lawmakers in Tennessee. The state's Republican-controlled House voted to remove the lawmakers on claims they violated House rules by protesting for stricter gun laws on the chamber floor. In a tweet, Obama said no elected officials should lose their job simply for raising their voice, especially when they're doing it on behalf of children. Gas prices are climbing. AAA reporting the national average price for regular is $3.58 a gallon today. That's 3 cents higher than yesterday, but 17 cents higher than a month ago. The IRS is adding nearly 30,000 new staffers to improve tax enforcement and customer service. And that's the latest. I'm Mike Moore from your 24/7 news source of Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
Source for Black News.
The Black Information Network.
The Bay Area's BIN 910. Sports on the Black Information Network. One of the most high-profile golf tournaments gets underway in Augusta, Georgia.
Well, I can still get a golf ball. I can still do that.
5-time Masters champion Tiger Woods plans to bring his A game.
I understand how to chip and putt still. It's just a matter of endurance, as my leg wears down, how much, can I do? I gotta, push through it. And that's just aging too, and just forgive, what I've had happen to my leg, but that's just getting old. It's not like wine, it's a lot tougher as an athlete as you get older, and it becomes more difficult then.
It went down in history as one of the most watched NCAA Women's Championship games ever.
I had so many goals coming into LSU, but I didn't think I was going to win a national championship within my first year at LSU. I'm just happy for this team, Coach Mulkey.
But what people may not know is that women's basketball has jumped to a whole new level with outstanding play and some trash talk.
I don't think Angel should be criticized at all. I think everybody knew there was going to be a little trash talk in the entire tournament. It's not just me and Angel, so.
That includes Caitlin Clark, who says Angel Reese from LSU did nothing wrong in their championship game.
LSU deserves it. They played so well. And like I said, I'm a big fan of hers.
NBC sportscaster Dan Patrick.
Wait till next season, and then maybe you get your chance to go back at Angel Reese. And then you had a bunch of middle-aged white guys who jumped in to say, oh, that's trash here. She shouldn't be doing that. Caitlin Clark doesn't talk trash. I'm like, yeah, she does. And Caitlin Clark gave it, and now she has to take it. And Angel Reese is certainly going to continue, that narrative in the offseason.
Get your sports at 14 and 44 past each and every hour. I'm Rick Harris on the Black Information Network.
A special thank you to Geico Insurance.
A proud founding partner who shares and supports the mission of the Black Information Network. iHeartRadio goes one-on-one with John Legend about where he gets the stories behind his songs.
Sometimes my music isn't always directly autobiographical. Sometimes I just write a song because an idea came to me. I like to tell great stories and build on those stories and also make them into great songs. We try to tap into the human experience, and it doesn't have to be our personal experience all the time to create great art.
Keep listening to iHeartRadio for more from your favorite artists.
Telling our stories is more important than ever, and the NABJ is committed to training and supporting Black journalists, media professionals, journalism students, and educators. Learn more at nabj.org. Again, that's nabj.org. Looking for ways to support your community? 51% of all food programs in the Feeding America network are volunteer-run. Learn more about how you can play an important role in ending hunger at feedingamerica.org.
Entertainment news on the Black Information Network. heroin dealer who sold a fatal dose to actor Michael K. Williams pled guilty to a narcotics conspiracy charge in federal court recently. Williams is best known for his portrayal of Omar Little on the HBO series The Wire. Surveillance cameras recorded the drug exchange in September of 2021 when the dealer sold Williams fentanyl-laced heroin out of a Brooklyn, New York apartment. The suspect is facing a minimum of 24 years in prison as he awaits his sentencing in August. At the box office, the Super Mario Brothers movie is on track for a massive debut this weekend. The film is projected to make between $100 and $125 million in its opening debut. Also debuting this weekend is Air, the film starring Viola Davis, Matt Damon, Chris Evans, and Ben Affleck that tells the story of creating the Air Jordan shoe line for Nike. And debuting on a limited release is Paint, starring Owen Wilson as a fictional version of TV artist Bob Ross. Meanwhile, a new report from United Talent Agency says moviegoers are still heading to the theaters, even if the film they want to see is going to be available on streaming soon. It found that 2/3 of Americans say the length of time from a film's release in theaters to when it hits streaming has little or no impact on their decision to see the movie on the big screen. This comes as 3 of Netflix's top viewed film releases of last year had theatrical windows at first. And Lizzo is making a surprise appearance in the Star Wars spin-off, The Mandalorian. She stars as the character, the Duchess. Shortly after her cameo, a fan tweeted, "Disney, keep hiring Lizzo so she can be in Star Wars next." With the latest in entertainment, I'm Morgan Wood on the Black Information Network.
Time now for traffic and weather.
On the Bay Area's BIN 910.
On the Big Ridge, there's a crash taking out your left lane 80 eastbound at the Berkeley curve. It has you stop and go from West Grand Avenue. That's a 2-car wreck. Going the other way, 80 westbound, just a little slow between the middle of the parking lot and the metering lights, and you're sluggish from the top of the Incline to the Skyway. Over to Redwood City Hills, there's a collision taking out your right lane, 280 southbound at Edgewood Road. Traffic snarled at the scene there, and an accident in Half Moon Bay, closing down both directions of 92 between Main Street and Diggs Canyon Road. They expect that's going to be shut down for at least 2 hours, and you're being asked to use some alternate routes there. Checking the area weather, the overnight showers continue through the morning, but we dry out for a cloudy day in time for the Giants home opener game. Our high will reach 56 at the coast, 59 in Oakland, 58 San Francisco, 62 inland. With Bay Area traffic and weather, Jasmine Summers on the Black Information Network.
The only news that hears you.
The Black Information Network.
I'm John Marshall.
And I'm Morgan Wood on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
In a statement to CNN by the FBI, members of the agency and the U.S. Army Special Operations Command who were conducting a training exercise in downtown Boston, Massachusetts, raided the wrong hotel room. They detained 2 Delta airline pilots and handcuffed them to the bathroom door as a part of the mix-up in the exercise.
Houston by the Revere Hotel, 2 Delta pilots had people claiming to be FBI agents barge into their room and handcuff them to the bathroom.
That was the police call made about the incident. Nobody was harmed during the exercise. The Atlanta-based airline also told CNN it is looking into the, quote, alleged incident in Boston that may involve Delta people.
A lawsuit has been filed in federal district court alleging racial discrimination in the selection of a new executive director of the Mississippi Community College Board. The agency oversees funding for Mississippi's 15 community colleges across the state. The lawsuit, filed by Sean Mackey, the MCBB's longtime deputy executive director for accountability, claims he was passed over for less qualified Kel Smith because Mackey is black. The 10 white members that make up the board were all appointed by the governor.
The labor market is seeing more equitable employment outcomes across racial groups, especially black workers. Daniel Zhao, an economist at career site Glassdoor, says, quote, the tighter that the labor market gets, the more incentivized employers are to pull in workers they've overlooked in the past. According to the Labor Department, among the workers most likely to want a job, those aged between 25 and 54, the difference between white and black employment is 3.5% points, hovering just above the smallest in data that dates back to 1994.
Final test results show Pfizer's experimental RSV vaccine was 82% effective in preventing severe infections in infants when given to
expecting mothers in the second half of their pregnancy. The drug maker said trial details published on Wednesday confirmed preliminary data from the study. Pfizer released initial trial results on the vaccine to fight the respiratory virus in November. Health regulators in the U.S. and Europe are now reviewing that data.
Brianna Holt is a young African-American author of the new book, In Our Shoes, on being a young black woman in a not-so-post-racial America. The Black Information Network's Natasha Williams has more details on Holt and her debut book.
The book dives into the plights of Generation Z's young black females. Holt says social media adds to the very plight of young black females by being a space that threatens, damages, steals from, and extracts from the young black woman. Her debut book, coming out on April 11th of this year, is a blend of personal memoirs and essays. Holt says she wants black women to read this and hope it resonates. I'm Natasha Williams on the Black Information Network.
For more international, national, state, and local news impacting the black community, listen to the Black Information Network on the iHeartRadio app or log on to BINnews.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Black Information Network and on Twitter at BlackInfoNet. I'm John Marshall along with Morgan Wood on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Black news all day, every day.
The power of information.
The Bay Area's BIN 910.
Your money on the Black Information Network.
What should you do if you find out your personal financial information has been compromised or used without your consent? Things like misuse of your Social Security number to file tax returns or credit cards being opened in your name without your knowledge. First and foremost, change all of your passwords and report the suspicious activity to the company involved. You can also go to identitytheft.gov to report it. Second, wherever possible, sign up for two-step identity verification. It's just an added level of security that can give you a little peace of mind. Third, you can also freeze your credit by contacting Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. Remember, the website is identitytheft.gov. Go there, answer a few questions, and decide what happened. Get your personal recovery plan, and be ready to put your plan into action. And last, but certainly not least, stay on top of your personal credit reports and dispute any erroneous information right away. Money news at 54 minutes past each hour. I'm Nicole Gill on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Black journalism at work.
Because truth matters.
The Bay Area's BIN 910.
I'm Morgan Wood.
And I'm John Marshall on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Officials in Ada County, Idaho are looking to answer a question others may be asking as well. Why are so many of their black residents being arrested 3.5 times more often than their white residents? Especially since their black residents only make up 1.6% of their population. The county learned of the disparity through a study conducted by the MacArthur Foundation. According to the GRIO, the sheriff there says he doesn't believe the disparity is based on racial bias.
The Masters Golf Tournament, which will be played in Augusta, Georgia this weekend, apparently has a rich history involving blacks.
This is something that I've been known for a long time, and I'd like to process like that. The pressure that I feel right now is no more than the pressure of the tournament itself.
That was the late Lee Elder, who in 1975 became the first black professional golfer to play in the tournament. And there's more. According to CNN, before 1983, all the caddies for the golfers there were black. A mishap in 1982 opened the door for golfers to push to bring their own caddies, and now few, if any, of the caddies are black.
When you think of Australia, you probably don't think of black people, but according to the New York Times, a black American played a significant role in the fight for democracy there in the mid-1800s. John Joseph reportedly was an American immigrant who was charged and acquitted of shooting a British soldier. He was known for helping fight for the rights of minors. A ceremony led by Caroline Kennedy, the U.S. ambassador to Australia, was recently held to honor Joseph's memory. Kennedy spoke at the service and laid a plaque near his gravesite.
A new book offers a deep dive into a different side of slavery. The Demands of Justice, Enslaved Women, Capital Crime, and Clemency in Early Virginia looks at several crimes allegedly committed by enslaved black women. According to News One, Dr. Tamika Nunley wrote the book hoping to shed light on how the judicial system treated black women slaves.
I'm Morgan Wood, along with John Marshall on your home.